everybody, how's it going? Happy Wednesday, happy Facebook Live day. I'm gonna go check my laptop real quick and see who's here. I'm gonna pull it up on both devices, but say hello if you're popping on. Sorry it took me a minute to get live, but yeah, come say hello. I won't know you're here unless you say hello, so how's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Let's look and see what we got going on. All right, here we go. Awesome. Hi. Oh, from Owasso. That's so funny. I have a friend that's moving there, and I lived in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Oh, fun. I lived in Tulsa for like 3 years, back in the late 90s, early 2000s. So I have some family up in Tulsa as well. My dad's from Oklahoma. So hello. I'm so glad you joined. Sorry for the funky angle. I'm trying to, oh, Lynn, is it you? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You're on your daughter's page. Hi, Anne. I was like, what are the odds? Well, hello, and thanks for joining us this week. So that's so funny. Well, welcome everybody. We are going to play with Wrapped Bouquet, which is a really lovely stamp set in the spring catalog. So the annual catalog comes live next week, but we still have the spring catalog for 2 months. And I don't want to forget about it. And so I want to show you some things. So I'll definitely be mixing in some spring catalog items, especially ones that I know aren't carrying over. And then through June, May and June, I'll be kind of like doing some new stuff, but also showing you some stuff that's still current. So, and then we're actually going to play with the dies. I'm excited about that. And then what else? Oh yeah, I want to show you guys the new in color ribbons because they're gorgeous. Look at these. What? They look so vibrant and so shiny. So the new in color ribbons are a open weave ribbon that has like the kind of, that one's like almost too reflective. It has like a shiny edge and then it's got that open weave in the middle. Beautiful, right? So we're practicing our new colors. So polished pink, evening evergreen, soft succulent, fresh freesia. Oh, I got it. And pale papaya. Oh my gosh. That's pretty impressive. We just got these colors, and I've been having fun playing with them. And I might do tonight's card in some of these colors. I think this would be really pretty. So I'm gonna put that over there. I'm gonna flip us around, and we're gonna play with this set. So let me, 1, 2, 3. All right. So unfortunately, I've had this thing happen where the last couple of weeks I'm not able to save my videos to YouTube. Something is happening with Facebook and it's not allowing me to download my videos and send them to YouTube. And so I'm really sad about that. So anyway, I wanted to let you know, for those of you who might be relying on like me posting this later on YouTube, why I haven't been able to do that, hoping to get it fixed. So hi Liz, welcome. Say hello if you're here, comment. It's actually really hard for me to see if you're here if you don't comment. All right, so let's get out. Let's get some cardstock. All right, so we're gonna get just a piece of thick white cardstock. I'm going to see if I've got a card base cut already. Here's one. This one looks like it's cut a little bit wrong, but thank you. And then let's get something. All right, the new in colors are here. All right, so I'm grabbing the new in color cardstock, which is really pretty. And so we're gonna just make a fun card with this, and I want to do a fun like colored tag. I think this one would probably, oops, work really well. So we'll just cut one out with this. And then we need a piece of neutral. Yeah. I'm hoping this is big enough for to make the little newsprint piece that we're gonna wrap. So, all right. So this set called Wrapped Bouquet and Wrapped Flowers dies is really cool, mainly I think because of the dies. This die in particular is actually gonna make a real wrap that we can put around the flowers, and I'm excited about that. And then we can cut the flowers out. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna I think I'm gonna do these flowers. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna use the newsprint, and we're gonna actually stamp some newsprint on it, which will be fun. And then look at this little tiny tag. Isn't that adorable? So this, we're gonna use the For You, and then I'm gonna do Happy Mother's Day on the inside. Now we can add some greenery, and we could do a lot of other stuff too. There's some beautiful greenery pieces in here. I don't feel like I need to do that right now, so I'm gonna skip that. All right, but we are gonna need our stamps for sure. So let's get some of these stamps out. So we need this one, we need this one, we're gonna need this one. All right, great, let's do that. So let's stamp this. I'm gonna do kind of a newsprint look, so I'll probably do, I want faded newsprint. So I think I'll do crumb cake on crumb cake, just because I don't want this too strong. Like that would be, you know, a bit much, I think, if it was like black or something like that. And I'm gonna do one piece, and then I'm gonna kind of switch it up, and I'll do another piece, and then we'll go ahead and, like, you know, cut this out and see how that turns out. All right, so I'm gonna get my little mini machine out. I know I've had a few questions about the mini, and do I like it? I think the mini machine is really great, especially if you don't have room for the large machine, or if you, you know, if you're just getting started and you don't want to do, you know, a lot. Here's the hostess code. This hostess code is still valid through, I want to say the end of the month, so through the 30th. Which would be what, Friday? So it's good through Friday. And then I'll have a new hostess code for the new catalog coming out, which will be exciting. All right, so we just pop down our sides, and then we're gonna put plate number 1, and then the little pieces. Now, plate number 2 is for embossing folders, and plate number 4 is for embossing folders, but one is for 3D and one is for standard. We don't need either of those right now. But we do need this. And your plates are gonna get warped a little bit, and so it's recommended that you like flip them, turn them, you know, do all of that. All right, so we're just gonna put this through. I'm gonna kind of put it at an angle, on an angle, right? So, but here we go. I'm trying not to shake the table. That's my goal. All right, there we go. All right, so we've got our little piece of newsprint that hopefully is super cute, and we'll fold and score, and fold here too, and so there, just like that, I think. Yeah, nice. Okay, that's cute. And then I'll probably put like a dimensional or something in there to keep it like open, you know, to keep it so that it doesn't, like in the mail, get like squished flat. All right, so then the other piece we need to do, we need to stamp our, I'm gonna like put this back here. We need to stamp our sentiment on the little tiny purple piece. So let's find our tiny baby sentiment. This is so sweet. And this little tag. All right, so for this one, I do want this to stand out on the purple, so I'm just gonna stamp in black. And boop. All right, look at that. Super tiny, super cute. All right, we'll put our piece back through. So 1, 2, 1. Now, if you think this is gonna move on you, you know, or you're concerned about that, you can get a little piece of tape. You could even get like a Post-it note. We could literally just take like this Post-it note we have right here that has the hostess code. Hopefully I didn't move that. Let's see. Oh, I think I did. No, that's actually pretty good. All right. So you can use washi tape, painter's tape, you know, if you've got a sticky note or a Post-it note. Really, you don't, you know, it's just if you're worried about it not going all the way through or moving on you know, as it goes through. All right, so let's see what this tiny little tag look like. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Thank you, Post-it note, for serving your job. All right. Oh yeah, look at that. That's adorable. Okay, and then let's see. We need to stamp and die cut our flowers. So I could do quite a few different things, right? I could stamp and die cut this with, like I could do one color and I could pull the color up and out. I could do this with multiple colors. I could do it with black and add, you know, marker to it. I really, you know, the choices are endless. I've got the new in color markers, so why don't we, since we're kind of sticking with an in color marker theme, let's do that. I'll stamp it on a little piece of Whisper White and we'll stamp and run this through. And then let's see, I'm trying to find like just the right size so I don't have to like trim it or anything. Oh, that might be too tight, but let's see. Oh, it's very tight. Sorry. Just trying not to, I hate wasting paper, but yeah, that looks like it'll fit just right that way. Okay. So that looks like with the die and that it's gonna go like that. All right. Let's see. This is a fun night. Hey, Laura. I know that little tiny little die is adorable. Thanks for joining. Yeah, that little tiny tag is really cute and I can see a lot of uses for it. So I'm actually really excited about that. All right, let's see if this is too tight or not. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think we'll be able to die cut that. All right, so let's push this guy through. All right, so I was assuming that it was going like that, and it is. Oh, that's nice and tight, yeah. Let's see. Tap it just a little bit and just a whoop. Uh-oh. Could be really steady. All right, and then I'm gonna sandwich it down. I'm not using anything because I'm just putting pressure, right, until I get it through the, you know, get it through there. But I didn't use any washi or anything. If it's a little off, that's okay. Again, if our cards are too perfect, no one will believe we made it. And then we'd be very, very sad. Yay. Okay. Oh, fun. That's super cute. Okay. Great. Awesome. And then I'm going to move this over here. And I'm going to get myself some workspace. All right. So let's color these guys. And, you know, the dark green, I mean, we can definitely, you know, we could put a little evening evergreen in here. We don't probably need to do much, but we can, you know, add a hint of color in here. All right. Let's do a little more over there. And then I guess that's the flower itself. Okay. Then we'll do pale papaya for these ones that look like, kind of like daisies. They're not quite daisies, but we'll do that. And so I'm just using the, you know, regular Stampin' Write markers. Now I might put a little bit more color in certain places. So these aren't blends, right? They're not gonna give us that, you know, look of blends, but there's a lot of other reasons. I mean, one of the reasons is the markers are actually, you know, relatively affordable. The blends are $9 for a set of 2. And you, of course, you get the dark and the light. But the Stampin' Write markers, I think they're either 15 or 18 for a set. They used to be 15. I don't know if they've raised the prices, but you know, you're getting a set of 5 markers. You can actually do the stamp to marker to stamp technique, which is fun. All right, so that looks good. I think we're gonna have just the right amount of colors. All right, so I'm gonna do purple for these little guys. And I'm just gonna add like a hint, and I don't think it's gonna be perfect, and that's okay. They're very little flowers, and so we're just gonna, you know, make sure that they feel purple, but they're not gonna be colored perfectly, and that's okay. When you've got little tiny flowers like that, that's perfectly fine. All right, I think I got all the little guys. Now the pink ones, I wanna do these, because I think these are really pretty. They look like poppies. And with the Stampin' Write markers, I like to kind of like work from the edges, you know, and then kind of work my way in from there. And then I always like to make the middle a little darker, so I'll add a little bit more, you know, color in the middle. Oh, I see a couple more purple flowers. Sometimes when you color in a flower, then you see other little flowers that need just as much love. So we'll definitely make sure that's nice and dark in there. Just look at a couple blossoms. Went outside the line, oh well. Darn, now they can tell it's handmade. That's the whole point, right? All right, cool, awesome. So those look super cute. Those are sweet, sweet little flowers. Okay, so now we've got our wrap for the flowers. So we're gonna, like, you know, tuck these guys in here, right? So we've got sort of something along the lines of this, and we're gonna actually put this together with some dimensionals. So we've got that, that's good. Then we're gonna wanna frame this on something. We've got our little For You, and we'll probably add that with a little bow, and I've got some linen thread I think I'll use for that. So now we just need like a, oh, I didn't use my soft succulent. I wonder if maybe I should like try to add a little bit of green here. There. Excellent. Okay, now I've got all the, now I have all the colors. All right, so let's check out, I think this hand-pinned paper has some of the same colors. It doesn't have the polished pink, but I'm thinking we want like a B side. I'm thinking we want the flip or the reverse side. And I really like this stripe. Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna be really pretty. Okay, good. So that's what we're gonna do for that. And then I think what I want to use in order to like frame this is there's these new dies called scalloped contour dies. And they are really gorgeous. So these dies create these really pretty frames. And so I was looking to see like how big this piece is, right? And how big of a frame we want to have. So like that, it'll hang over the frame, which I'm fine with, I'm comfortable with. You know, if we want to do something really big, right, we could do something like this. But I actually kind of like it where it hangs over the frame, only because then at least I know, you know, it'll have some visual interest for sure. Now I'm looking to see if I've used, like, and if I have any partial sheets of this before I go crazy and trim this out. And maybe, now the whole set doesn't fit in the mini thing, but look, this one will fit in the mini machine. Haha, awesome. Okay, don't mind me, crafting is messy, right? We know that. All right, so I'm gonna make sure that I'm not wasting any of this paper. So I'm gonna measure my die, and it's about, it's a little over 2.5, it's 2 3/4. Now, do I want the stripes to go this way? Yes. So I'm gonna do 2 3/4, and I'm gonna trim myself off a piece. And then the only other thing I need to do is I need to score and cut my thick white card base. Now, be a smart cookie, score once, cut once, right? If you cut this paper and then you have to score one card and then score the next card, that's a pain, right? Instead, we're going to score once at 4 1/4. And we're going to use our, not our dark one, right? Our light blade. So we're going to score first, then we're going to cut for once. So now you've saved yourself a little bit of effort, hopefully. All right, and then we're gonna get our super duper cute little machine back in here, and we're gonna die cut ourselves a little frame, just super cute. I hope my mother-in-law isn't watching. This might be the card she gets. Hey, Julie. So I was going to do this as a card class for this weekend, and I ended up I need to cancel the card class. Like, we didn't have enough participants, and people were going to be out of town. And I think now, because things are opening up a little bit, maybe, you know, I think people are finding that maybe they have other things to do than craft all day. But just so you know, I am doing the ice cream suite for my May class. So if you guys are interested, let me know, because that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm really excited about the ice cream suite, and I think it's going to be, the paper's so joyous, and the paper pumpkin we got just coordinates with it. So there might be a paper pumpkin surprise in there. All right, so we've got our card base, and we've got our cute little layer. I think it looks a little naked on here, so I might end up using like a piece of the colored DSP. Like, we might have to put something else on here. Okay, let's do that. And where are those dies again? I was like, where are those dies? I wonder if we do like 2 layers. I really want to try this. I haven't tried this one yet. This really cool one with the big scallops. Let's do this one, because this one fits perfect on a card front, right? Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go run this at the big machine. I'll be right back. Yes, excellent. Good to hear, Julie. I love that ice cream. It's so fun. All right. Okay, that's a fun die. And I've got a couple little, you know, pieces. If I was using my die brush, this would be, these just pop right out. These are easy. They're all cut well, so that's good. I've noticed our new dies and our new die machine cuts very, very well. Like, everything comes out the first time. There's no rerunning things. There's no double punches. There's, you know, none of that, which is really great. Okay, so now we've got that. Ah, yes. And we've got this. And then we're going to layer that on top. Okay, so now I'm super excited. All right, let's find our adhesive. I know, I'm still working on some old snail. But, all right, so let's put that in the middle, center that. This is beautiful. So this is the new scalloped contour dies. Thanks, Sharon. These are really pretty. This is the new hand-pinned paper. So this will all be out May 4th. I'm really excited. And then, all right, this is the carryover stuff, right, with the new colors. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to get this tucked in here, but I want it to look 3D, and I want it to kind of keep its, you know, 3D-ness, right? And I can see how, like, you know, I probably need to like glue this here first. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue just on the bottom right here. And I need to make sure that like this is going to go here. And then this is going to, how did I do that? I was like, how did I do that? Okay, like that. Okay, good. Okay, so just like that. Then I'm going to put a dimensional here, and I'm going to put a big dimensional, hopefully. If I was doing littles, it would take several littles. I don't want to have to mess with that. So All right, so we're gonna put one big dimensional here, and we're gonna kind of close that. Then this one, we're gonna kind of fold over here. So I think this can probably go down with just some adhesive. So I'm just gonna glue that well, and then kind of flip that flower over so that he's right there. Nice. Okay, now I'm gonna put this on the front, and I'm probably gonna put it at an angle, and I'm probably gonna put it at this angle, and I'm going to pop up the flowers with some dimensionals because it's gonna need, those are gonna need a little bit of support on the back. We want that to pop up, but this I'm gonna do flat. So I'm just gonna take this piece flat. I'm gonna pop these guys over here. I will say the new dimensionals, the backings come off of them so easy. Whereas the old ones, you know, you had to like push your fingernail in the middle. I really haven't had to do that much. Okay, super cute. And then we're gonna put this like right here, and we're gonna put a little linen thread bow. I had a scrap of linen thread I was playing around with. Now this is one thing they're not getting rid of, and I'm super excited about that. It would have been so sad. All right, so I'm gonna tie a knot. I don't really know where this scrap came from, but probably a project I thought I was gonna do. And then we'll tie a little bow. So remember with the linen threads and things like that, like tie kind of a loose bow. Don't go too tight at first. And then once you've kind of got it sized how you want it, then you can tighten it up, right? And then I'm gonna put a little mini dimensional on the back of there. Actually, I might be able to put a big one just for like security. Oh, look, it fits a big one. Nice. All right, and then we're gonna put that guy like right there. That looks a little too perfect. Okay, we'll hang it over the edge. Snips. And then I am gonna leave the ribbon nice and long on that one. Long tails. Look at that cute, cheerful card. And then I'm going to take my Mother's Day, my Happy Mother's Day sentiment, because this is going to be a Mother's Day card. And look at that, so cute. Okay, and Happy Mother's Day. Patsy Palmer, if you're watching, pretend like you're not. She might watch later. And you're gonna see your card. Now, my mom's gonna get this card too. So Patsy's my mother-in-law, but my mom will probably get this card, and my mother-in-law. I'll just make two. Happy Mother's Day. Isn't that adorable? Super cute, super fun. Now, you know, you could stamp this on, you know, cards, you know, colored cardstock, and then you wouldn't have to do as much coloring. You could stamp it and then use your blend marker, you know, to like pull color out so that you didn't have to do as much. Like there's a lot that you can do with these where you don't have to color as much, but I don't think that was that bad. And I think it made a really pretty card. So if you haven't checked out Wrapped Bouquet as the bundle for sure, because not this one, that's the contours. Hey y'all, this is what happens when I craft. The place gets messy. It's beautiful. And this piece, you know, this cuts out the full, you know, the full set. And then you've got some really nice like floral pieces. So you could add like extra dimension to this, you know, if you wanted, and it would be, you know, really, 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 really extra. Although I think this is lovely just the way it is. So thanks for joining. I hope you liked it. I'll show off those in color ribbons again because not everybody got to see them at the beginning. They're gorgeous, and really excited about the new colors. I think they're fun and cheerful, and I don't have one I don't like, which is really cool. Normally I'm like, mark, you know, there might be one that I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. I really like all of these, and I think they fulfill holes in our current color collection that we don't have. And I don't get to confidently say that often. So I feel really good about these colors. So I'm excited about that. Tomorrow I will be blog hopping with the Paper Pumpkin people, the Paper Pumpkin thing, to show you some alternatives to the fun, so cool Paper Pumpkin we just got. If you're not subscribing to Paper Pumpkin with me, I think you should. Next month's is going to be really cute. It's the baseball theme, Batter Up. And that'll be really great. And I'm excited to try to play with that and see, you know, from a non-baseball perspective. But we have lots of people who love baseball in our family, so we should, you know, like, even if it's not my sport. And then the other thing to know is that if you place an order with me starting next week, you will get your very own set of in color tabs for your catalog. So these are really cute. They're sticker tabs, and I want to just show you what they look like on the catalog itself, because I was really excited about it. But of course, my desk is a mess now, but let me show you. So I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but I can show you my tabs. So these tabs are super cute, and they've got all occasion, birthday, so they mark the different sections of the catalog, including the index, which I use all the time. So just as an extra super duper incentive, starting next week, I will be sending that if you place an order. If you don't have a catalog yet, let me know. I'm happy to get you one. And please let me know. Thank you, Patty. Thanks for coming. Let me know if there's anything that you need. And the host code for through this week is XVRGV67V. And then I will have a new host code running for the new catalog, which goes live next week, which is crazy. Come back next week. Hey, Marlene, because next week, Wednesday, I'll be doing my new catalog launch party. We'll be talking about all things new catalog. I'll be kicking off my BOGO, which is my buy one, get one. We will be, I'll have samples galore to show you from the new catalog, because I participated in a couple leader swaps, and leaders, Stampin' Up! Leaders always do the most beautiful work, and so it's so great to see this. But yeah, these are some really fun products, and hopefully you enjoy the project today. A little bit of new, a little bit of old. That's kind of how I'll be mixing it from now until the end of June, till we lose the spring catalog. So thanks, y'all. I appreciate it. Nice to see everyone. Have a good night. Bye.